quite a strange world we live in. The US, which is baying for Russia's blood on the battlefield, is rescuing it in the courtroom. Today's report is damning. It is about the Pentagon openly rescuing Russia and defying the Congress. But why is the US doing so? Stay tuned. Hi and welcome, you're watching Outright. We tell you the right side of the story. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for such outright videos. You might have heard about the International Criminal Court in The Hague. Well, it is nowadays investigating the allegations of Russia's war crimes in Ukraine. But according to this report by the NY Times, Pentagon officials and US Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin are not happy with this. The Pentagon is opposing efforts to help this investigation. As per this report, the US is sitting over a pile of evidence that can help prosecute Russia in the international court. It includes material about decisions by Russian officials to deliberately target civilians and to abduct thousands of Ukrainian children from occupied territory. Biden administration is split down the middle regarding what to do with this evidence. The Department of Justice and intelligence officials want this to be given to the ICC, but Department of Defense is creating hurdles. Here is why. Like Russia, the US is not a part of the International Criminal Court. Until December last year, the US was legally not allowed to help ICC investigate crimes because as per American laws, even the existence of the ICC is unconstitutional. The US argues that only the American Supreme Court has the exclusive right to try criminal offenses against its citizens. Even the biggest democracy of the world, India, is also not a part of the ICC. In a nutshell, it undermines the sovereignty of a nation. Now, here is the problem with US helping the International Court frame a non-member country for war crimes in Ukraine. It will open the window for Russia to do the same. If Russian citizens are tried in ICC with American help, Russia can also push for American citizens to be tried in the international court. That is a double-edged sword. This will set a horrible precedent for the US. Because last time when the ICC tried to pursue an investigation against an American citizen, it was bombarded with sanctions. This happened back in 2017. The court was investigating the allegations of war crimes in Afghanistan. American soldiers were the obvious suspects, and this is how the US reacted.
For similar reasons, the United States will provide no support and recognition to the International Criminal Court. As far as America is concerned, the ICC has no jurisdiction, no legitimacy, and no authority. The ICC claims near universal jurisdiction over the citizens of every country, violating all principles of justice, fairness, and due process. We will never surrender America's sovereignty to an unelected, unaccountable global bureaucracy.
Trump administration is taking the following actions. First, we're authorizing the imposition of economic sanctions against ICC officials directly engaged in ICC efforts to investigate U.S. personnel or allied personnel against that allied state's consent, and against others who materially support such officials' activities. Designations will be made on a case-by-case basis against specific individuals or entities. And second, the United States is expanding visa restrictions for officials directly engaged in those same investigations.
How come the same US now can ask the ICC to investigate Russian war crimes? It is supposed to be corrupt, right? Secondly, the US is worried that if an independent investigation takes place into the allegations of war crimes committed by US and allied forces, it will expose the West's dark secrets. In July 1950, the US Army killed 400 South Korean civilians in the town of No-gun-ri. In 1968, the US Army killed 300 Vietnamese under orders from their Lieutenant William Calley. In 2004, the US was accused of beating, abusing, and sexually assaulting Iraqi detainees. In 2005, a group of US Marines killed 24 unarmed men, women, and children in the city of Haditha in western Iraq. In 2008, around 100 Afghan civilians were killed by airstrike by US and Afghan soldiers. What if ICC is asked to investigate these matters? That is why, by shielding Russia in the ICC, the US is actually saving its own ass and face. Its ultimate goal is to keep its dark secrets buried forever.